A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that has stirred both support and controversy, the Pentagon announced on Thursday that all 800 National Guard personnel dispatched to Washington, D.C. have officially been mobilized. This deployment, ordered by President Donald Trump, marks the second time troops have been stationed in the nation's capital against the wishes of a state governor. The deployment comes as part of a federal effort to bolster law enforcement in response to rising crime rates in the area. The announcement was made by Pentagon Press Secretary Kingsley Wilson, who confirmed that the troops are unarmed and are there to support various federal law enforcement agencies. The presence of the National Guard has been ramped up significantly in recent days, with troops stationed at key locations around the city, including the National Mall, metro stations, and outside DC's Union Station. As the National Guard took their positions, military vehicles, including Humvees and mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, were also seen stationed in strategic areas. This increased military presence has raised eyebrows among residents and political leaders alike, with some viewing it as a necessary measure to ensure public safety, while others see it as an overreach of federal power. The deployment was initiated earlier this week as part of what the Trump administration has labeled a federal crime operation, which has reportedly led to around 100 arrests in the area. Critics argue that such actions undermine local governance and could escalate tensions between federal and state authorities. President Trump's decision to federalize parts of the District of Columbia's police force has drawn mixed reactions. Supporters claim that the move is necessary to restore order and protect citizens, while detractors argue that it infringes upon the autonomy of local law enforcement and sets a dangerous precedent for federal intervention in state matters. As tensions rise, the Pentagon has indicated that the scope of support from the National Guard may be adjusted based on the evolving needs of law enforcement agencies on the ground. This flexibility suggests that the situation in Washington, D.C. remains fluid, with the potential for further changes in troop deployment as the administration assesses the effectiveness of its current strategy. The mobilization of the National Guard comes at a time when many cities across the United States are grappling with similar issues of crime and unrest. The use of military personnel in domestic law enforcement roles has sparked a national conversation about the appropriate balance between maintaining public safety and respecting civil liberties. As the situation develops, residents of Washington, D.C. are left to navigate the implications of a heavily militarized presence in their city. With the National Guard now fully deployed, all eyes will be on both the administration's handling of the situation and the reactions from local communities and leaders. In conclusion, the deployment of National Guard troops in Washington, D.C. is a pivotal moment in the ongoing dialogue about federal intervention in local affairs. As the nation watches closely, the outcomes of this operation may have lasting effects on the relationship between state and federal authorities, as well as on public perception of law enforcement in America. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.